Hello, it's Alfred here from the Dawn of English. I urge you to hit the subscription button and be the first person to watch all my new videos on simplified grammatical English. You can as well drop all your comments in the comment section below. And in this video, I'll be talking about subjects and objects, which are some of the basic elements in an English sentence. Starting off with subjects, in English grammar, we use the word subject to talk about the pronoun, noun, or noun phrase that does the action of the verb. And in English, the subject usually comes before the verb. And before the end of this section, we'll see some examples on how these subjects are applied in sentences. In our quick review today on nouns and pronouns, we see that a noun is a word which is used to represent a person or a thing by naming it directly, such as John and New York. John and New York are some of the examples of nouns. A pronoun, on the other hand, is a word used to represent a thing or a person without naming it directly. Examples of pronouns include I, we, you, he, she, it, and they. Getting back to the topic of this section, we see that in simplest English sentences, we only have subjects and a verb. Examples in sentences, we have the sentence Mary arrived. The subject is Mary and the verb is arrived. Mary is a proper noun, and also Mary is the subject of this sentence because Mary is the person who arrived, so she is the person who did the verb. And in the second example, we have Lucy smiled. The subject is Lucy and the verb is smiled. Lucy is also the proper noun and is also the subject of the sentence because it's Lucy and the person who smiled. Pronouns can also be the subjects in a sentence. For example, I love chocolate. The subject is I. I is the pronoun. The second example we have, they went to the cinema. The subject in this sentence is they. They is also a pronoun. The subject can also be a group of words. In a sentence, the teacher looked out of the door. In this sentence, the subject is the teacher. We also have the second example, which is an orange cat was sitting on the grass. And in this case, the subject is an orange cat. Moving to objects, we asked ourselves, what is an object in a sentence? In English grammar, we use the word object as we talk about a thing or a person that the verb is done to or receives the verb. It can be a noun phrase, or a pronoun. And only a transitive verb can have an object. And an intransitive verb never has an object, so that is one of the tricks. A few verbs in English can have two different kinds of objects. We call these the direct and indirect objects. A direct object answers the question who or whom about the transitive verb, and we can say that they refer to the thing or person to whom or to which we do the action of the verb. For example, in the sentence, I give the book. The subject is I. The verb is give. And the direct object is the book. But we can also say that I give Lucy the book. In this case, Lucy is the indirect object and she receives the direct object, which is the book.